Okay, good afternoon, teacher and classmates. Today I'm going to talk about Textil Oceano SAC. I'm going to talk about all the information about this Peruvian company, and also all this operation and the logistic of one of their products. Okay, first of all, Textil Oceano is an anonymous society that has more than 20 years of experience in the textile sector. They initiated their activities in the 1999. In simple words, Textil Oceano is a company that is dedicated in the textile sector. They have national and international customers, and they mostly sells the cotton fibrous fabrics, which is the most common product that they sell to their international clients. First, the business name is Textil Oceano SAC. Here is the RUC, and also their address is Avenida Separador Industrial, which is located in Ate, here in Lima, Peru. Okay, well, their main business activities that this company has is the manufacture of textiles and knitwear, because they import the fibers, the cotton fibers, and they made some finished textiles that they export. Sorry. Then we have the second activity that they have, the wholesale of textile products, and also they have here this website in which they have their contact number, and also they have a list with all of the products, and also you can consult their prices and the times of delivery. Then we have this legal representative, which is Francisco Javier Piqueras Luna, which is the general manager of this company, and also Gisela Zabaleta, which is the head of the foreign trade, which is in charge of all the exports and also the relationship with their customers. Well, the main countries which it conducts the foreign trade is Colombia, Chile, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Ecuador. Colombia is the most the client that has most of their products every year. Well, what products Textil Oceano sells? Well, one of the products that they sell is the cotton fibrous fabrics, which is the most famous product that they sell to their clients, international clients. Also, they sell the artificial fiber roofing, the upholstery furniture fabrics, and the fabrics for clothing production. As you can see, they sell fabrics in order to that their clients make with these fabrics their final product as a clothing or something like that. Then we have the location of their plants, which are, as I said, in the Avenida Separadora Industrial, which is in Ate. Also, their custom agency, which is the only custom agency that which they work, is Dogana, which is located in San Miguel, and also their logistic operator, which it carries out a distribution operation, which is Ambrogio Transportes, which is located also in San Miguel too. Then I want to talk about the logistic process of the cotton fibrous fabrics, which, as I said, is the most common product that they sell. Well, first, in order to fabric this product, they have to import the fiber and threads that are imported from countries such as Italy, Germany, and Indonesia. They usually made a average of 10 or 15 importation in all the year. Then the inputs and the raw material are manufactured in the main plant. Well, then they have the confection, which is the yarn preparation, the flat weaving, and the knitting, which is the process of the yarn, the thread is converting into the final product. Also, they have the design, which is the material cutting, and the garment assembly. Finally, they have the selection of models and fabrics and the preparation of the marketing modes. Well, after they finish the products, they package it. They go to the warehouse that is located in the same place of the plant. Then here is where the boxes are labeled to proceed with the exportation with all the information of the customer and the requirements of this country. Then the boxes are transported by the transport that I mentioned, which is Embryo, in order to send to the port of Callao, which is where the most of volume of export occurs. Then the custom agency is in charge of all operation and documentation for export. As I said, most of the countries to which is exported these cotton fibers is exported to their biggest buyers, such as Colombia and Chile. Then I have the questions and the evidence of this work. First, the question is what difficulties does the company Textil Oceano currently face in its foreign trade operations? Well, the interviewed answered me that, like all the companies in any field, they have come from a great health crisis. So the risks and dangers of losses are very high. Unfortunately, this was a case of the textile sector, because they felt 30% during that 2020, because this is because the increase of the freight price, which as she said me that it was more than the double of the freight, the normal freight before the pandemic, which was not until the end of the 2020 that improvements of 10% in production were seen. She told me that they are now currently recovering from the decreases. Then the second question is, how has the so-called current containers crisis affected your business? Well, for Glory to be sold as a finished product, they have to through a long logistical process. Its manufacture requires threads, which in our case is imported. These raw materials must be shipped and have to carry out optimally. These processes were not executed during this crisis, so the manufacture process and the export suffer great delays and losses. And it is because in this way they have to increase the cost, and also increasing costs of the distribution and logistical process is not favorable in any way. Then what difficulties does the company currently face in its foreign trade operations? As she mentioned in the previous question, the container crisis and the pandemic were the big negative thing that they have not foreseen for several years. Also, they have been suffering a great inflation in the textile industry, because currently the industrial price index has been marking a maximum in decades of the 11%, which is very bad because it affects very negatively. And the last question is, what expectation of commercial results do you have for this year in relation to the 2021? Well, they mentioned that as the last question, they are currently facing a crisis in the textile industry because of historically high inflation. So the future of this business is a bit uncertain in that sense. Apart of the fact that there is a currently shortage of local raw materials, but in this case they import the raw materials. So in this case, the problem is reduced, but in the same way, they are working in improving and implementing new strategies in terms of time reduction. Then we have the sources, which is SUNAT, C6, and the main page of the Textil Oceano, and also the interview that was made and information that I received by email. So that's all for this presentation. I think that you enjoy, and thank you so much.